Alright, today is December the 11th, 2017. I just weighed in 141.4 pounds. Today I'll be squatting 250 pounds, that's take 2. Benching 170, pull-ups starting at 22.5 pounds of additional weight, curls at 50, and then closing out with hanging leg raise. I think I'll go for 3 sets of that. Now it's still cold indoors, but it's not as bad today. It's warmed up a little bit. In fact, I don't know if you'll be able to see this clearly, but it's... oh. Anyways, it's bright, sunny, beautiful day. Very few clouds in the sky. One of those days you want to be outside. And maybe I'll get out after this. I want to keep practicing the Final Fantasy VII main theme because I just want to be really good at performing. And not necessarily a classical competition either. Thought it'd be neat to be able to belt that out whenever. The exciting news, exciting development. I posted an article to YetiEater.com last night, just before 9 o'clock here, talking about this program, Binks.tv. Got word this morning, just like half an hour ago, that my application's been approved. So that's good. I don't know how they're going to take what I do, because the community manager, he said, hey, he encouraged me to apply when he saw me driving the stream on my sister's behalf. Or really, it's my behalf too, because it's my channel. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. Okay. But like I said, I still don't have everything set up the way we're getting there. Go over to large safe area, and actually, I have a scene set for squats. And this is as good as it gets, I think. Go tight. Go tight. That's better. Yes, Chris, I am still training without heat. And I think right now it's something like 62 degrees indoors. So it's marginally warmer than the last time. But this morning, before getting started here, these safeties were lowered. It's okay. This morning, before getting started over here, put on the skates and I took my dog out. So I got a little bit of blood flowing through my veins. I sat around and I chatted with folks on Discord for a bit. These new communities I've joined up on. Doing a little bit of networking for this gig. And it's funny, this is the passion project. But the passion project at this point is taking up a lot more time my real world project. Meanwhile, I tell folks, when asked about what I'm doing in the real world, I tell them, oh yeah, this is my focus right now. It's true. But when you look at the time balance, my focus remains here. I gotta do something about that. Gotta reconcile those two realities. Yes, Chris, we'll see how these safeties work out today. I think it'll be okay. This is what I was working with for pretty much every session, last 50. There's only one session that I moved them up one. Threw me off a little bit. So still warming up. Move on next to 205. Knock out a couple of these. Now, you may recall last time I was saying I slept terribly because it was 60 degrees Fahrenheit indoors. I hadn't thrown down more bedding. Good news. I pulled the comforter out of the closet, and I've been sleeping great. Back of the apple, yes. Dumbbells? No. I had a pair of dumbbells back in the day. When I was still in high school. I think they were 10 kilogram, maybe 8 kilogram. But my father has those right now. And my sister, she's been talking about, hey, we should get dumbbells. But I just don't know where I'd put them. I mean, there's some space I could use, over here off to the side. You need space to load up the weights. Maybe I can start laying things out right here, this area. Get a rack and get a couple of those adjustable dumbbells. This might be a good addition. At this time, no. Chris, I went over the chat logs from last session. It was that one individual who was saying, your form is terrible. Stick your ass out so far. And at the time I was saying to him, you know what, you might be right. I've got to watch my back. And I've begrudgingly thanked him, said, thanks for looking out for me. But then I looked over it, and while I do round my back a bit, especially when I'm tired, I have no idea what he was talking about. I was confused. But who knows? Who knows? Okay, working weight today, 250 pounds. Chris, links in chat. No, Nightbot will not tolerate that. The best thing to do would be to whisper it to me. And then I can share it. Individual dumbbells are nice to have. But, I mean, really, when it comes to furnishing a home gym, the sky is the limit. Gotta draw the line somewhere. And for me, it's easy. I just go with, hey, I've got the equipment I've got. Let me max this out first, do what I can with it. And then if I need to buy additional plates, I'll figure out something eventually. I got a bit of headroom to go here. Total 370 pounds. This bar. And what my biggest lift right now is 295 on deads. Yeah, I mean, Dumbbells are nice. The individual ones are nice. Got kettlebells. Sister was talking about adding in a dip station. At some point, if I were to set up all of these things here, I'd have to expand beyond this room. This room it's pretty busy as is. I like keeping the car in the garage, because that way people will have no idea if you're home or not. Nothing says I'm not home like not seeing somebody's car in the driveway. I like to leave them guessing. Oh yeah, let me just to check to see if whispers have been received. Answer is not yet. I will take a look after this set. Okay, set 1. Okay. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. This pen is starting to fail. Ooh. 44 square meters. If space is not available, then the gym membership becomes an increasingly attractive option. What's this? Okay. Cup. I'm gonna keep talking, but I don't know if the receiver is gonna pick everything up. One thing I observed with this microphone, sometimes what I'm saying gets garbled. It sounds like the signal got lost somewhere. That's a bit confusing to me, because it runs in this 900 megahertz frequency spectrum. I don't think a lot of things are using that spectrum right now. I could be wrong. But I'm seriously considering Bluetooth for better clarity. Although, the frugal being that I am makes me want to just use this until it dies. We'll see. See, I might scare up a Bluetooth headset somewhere. Receivers are dirt cheap. They're a dime a dozen. Okay, set 2. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. Ah, I found it. See if I can get this nicely. Nope. Damn it. I don't like when that. Oops. Bad. Trying. There's no return function here. Which kind of kills things as far as. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to change a couple of settings here. One, I need to be able to receive whispers directly inside of this client. Chat. Weird. Show whispers in the app window. Just toggle the setting. Jeez. Maybe I can use a different computer to help. Okay, here we go. How much time do we got, Siri? Siri? What? I think time's up. Either that or I didn't set the timer, but I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. I will address this shortly. This issue of dumbbells. All right. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. Okay. Power blocks. Here we go. I'm gonna generate a couple of URLs very quickly based off of the whispers you sent me, Chris. That way we're all on the same page. Shoot. Let me switch scenes here too. Driving a computer right now. Don't mind me. Okay, so. Wow, damn. Those are rich. Okay. Sorry. Yes, this is my home gym. You can review the info panels, and you'll see what makes up the setup. Attribution for both of these should go to Chris, aka Killy1557. Those look solid though. I was considering the Bowflex ones, which I think, well, they're somewhere in between. Given the amount of weight that you're buying, it's not bad. That Elite set though. I got a voice message from my friend. Okay, not gonna stall. Set 4.
Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 2 minutes.
Now, quick note. I know this camera angle isn't ideal, but if I have it my way, that will change on Wednesday. Now, as for the cost of building a home gym setup, like what you see here, I think my total outlay was something like somewhere in the range of $500 and $600. And this is a very, very basic set. Basic rack, basic bar, basic plates. I also have a basic bench here. None of this stuff is competition. You know, it's just utilitarian. You'll get the job done. You know, it'll last a good while too. I've seen some really, really nice setups. First, I'm looking at you. There's some really good equipment out there. But the way I approached this, the initial investment, was like this. I don't know how long I'm going to stick with this. I just want to get something that'll get me going and give me room to grow. And I started building this thing in a long time. But again, I've written about it in the information panels. You'll see a page on my website that talks about what is here. Hope that helps. First, you hate the Bowflex ones. Why? Lack of durability. Power blocks 5 years. Dang. Probably over $5,000. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's a money setup. You got solid equipment. You know what I need to do? Marry a rich woman. Right. My heart rate's still elevated, but this is going to be set 5, the 5th and final set. All right, got through it. That's it. I know my knees are starting to come in. It's not pretty. I did not make it look easy. But every day is a new challenge here. At first, it was light, smooth sailing. It was so easy. And back in June, one of these bench days would take me, when I was first starting, something like 45 minutes. I'd have it banged out. And when it came time to do the bench, I'd do my setup. And the occasional viewer that I had would make some snide remark. My God, you're so weak. Because, you know, I was starting with an empty bar, and this is still nothing impressive. It's not the point. I'm here to show off, just here to show up. Things like this kind of like any other investment of precious resource. Not a sprint. You try to make it into a sprint, you end up losing your shirt. Okay, keep moving here. Okay. This is what people would laugh about. Yeah, let me set it all up. Set it up nice. Let me show you. If I can read. Alright, I got it. First time try. With my old ass glasses. I'm just guessing. Okay. But I would do this. Alright, first session. Set up nice and tight. I go like this. And I do that 5 times. Man, people do not like that. I say, OMG. This is so strange. I told him, come back in 100 days. Such is the nature of linear progression. I'm taking it low and slow. And so, slowly but surely, the poundage has been going up. Volume goes up. And little by little, start adding a little bit of mass. Very light warm up here. What's that? I will take a moment to review chat and double check 170 pounds. That's today's objective. Bowflex is cumbersome and not durable. In that case, I'm gonna learn from the experience of you and your friends, and I'm gonna avoid it. Probably the best move, instead of throwing away good money. But maybe. The other thing I should do is I should keep my eyes open to see if people are flipping used gym equipment. Not flipping, but you know, they're trying to get rid of their stuff that they failed to follow up on after they failed their New Year's resolutions. Go scout for some deals. Because this stuff, it tends to be pretty durable. And what I have here is very budget, but I get the feeling that I can take quite a bit of a beating. So time to load up on the weights. 55, 60, 70. Yeah. Why pay full price? I've seen people trying to sell somebody on Craigslist not far away from me, trying to sell a Rogue rack. Really basic though, it's just squat. It doesn't have this cross. Only one set of posts. I was kind of tempted, but more tempted by their plates. However, picking up new plates at this point would mean I have to look into plate storage or just leave a couple on the floor all the time. Might do that. We'll see. Okay, set one. Hey Siri, timer 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes and counting.
Now, as much as I like what I've got here with this scene. The two cameras. I think it looks nice. The one downside is I've left myself no safe room. I'm trapped here. Can't pass. Oh, I'm so bad at that. Posts that go right into the rack. This sort of weight. That might work here. I think about balance. Maybe. I've seen those too, especially on the Rogue side. I'm not sure how to interpret this most recent remark. I'm just gonna do this. Pull up this window. You know, there's a problem here. I don't even know how to pull up my own chat on Twitch. Where did it go? It got collapsed somewhere and I can't find it. Where'd you go? Yeah, I imagine it could help. Woo! I want to read this real quick. Get your gook ass back to the sweatshop and make my iPhone, Zipperhead. Come on, bruh. Bruh. Thanks for the follow, but you need a timeout. Chill for a bit. Think about what you just did. Man, people are pretty funny. You get them behind the safety of the monitors. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes.
Done. Unlimited countdown.
That troll button, I gotta make it. Gotta hurry up and make that troll button. Not gonna make itself. But really, the safe area, it's extraordinarily confining. Just got that to look. Anyhow, this gook was born in the United States, holds your passport, did not vote for Trump, but it's not because he's a Republican. Didn't vote for Hillary either. All politics aside, it's a funny world we live in. Really entitled folks out there. All I can say is I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I'm curious where that user was from, what their own ethnic background is. Me, I'm pretty comfortable with who I am, what I look like. I'm going to keep working over here to make myself continually look better when I'm naked. And, you're invited to watch. You're invited to participate in chat. To interact on and off stream. But please, be civil. It's not a high bar. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes and counting.
Heart rate's starting to go up. Excuse me. I've got to block user. I've got to block look at this shit. Friggin' bots. Got another minute left on the clock. Oh yeah. PUBG drops on the Xbox later tonight. I kind of want to play. It's a game I've been looking forward to on Xbox. PC can't run it very well. But I like this milsim stuff. Okay. Heart rate 138 beats per minute. Here we go. What is this? Going into set 4. Hey Siri. Timer, 2 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 2 minutes.
One more set to go. Then we can move on to the fun stuff. "50 seconds. Wow. My friend just sent me 14 and a half minutes worth of voice recordings to listen to. We're talking about religion. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to get a start on that during these long rest periods that are going to come up. Okay, 5th and final set of bench. Alright, so while I was able to clear through that 5x5 successfully, it's starting to get challenging. And the 5th set. The plateau is coming up soon. Probably not that far away now. That's what I wanted. That's a small safe area. This is a tight crop. Right. Now I got a large safe area. I see there's a new message, which I'll review shortly. Let me get through this minutia here. Oof. Getting set up for the next exercise. At the very least, I gotta get some of this stuff out of the way. And then I'll have a little bit more. Turning my attention over here now. LMAO. Must be a touchy subject. Oh, religion, yeah. I was wondering, I was thinking for a moment, wait, you mean race relations? It's a little touchy. No. Yeah, religion, my friend, he lives in the Gulf States. He's an Arab man. And I shared with him a documentary. What's that guy's name? Shit, I can't remember his name right now. Old Jewish guy. Bill Mayer, or Matt Mayer. His documentary called Religious. It's kind of old. It's been around for, I mean, like, I say old, but I mean, start of the decade, right? Or late part of that, of 2000s. And, you know, that documentary is dropped from its home country. It doesn't show on Netflix there. My friend did download it, and he watched it, finished it. Got partway through it the other night, and sent me a message on WhatsApp and said, I started watching it, but then I had to stop because I was making too much noise. Didn't know what he meant. Saying, like, if religion isn't the truth, then, you know, it starts raising questions in my mind, like, what's the ultimate truth? How did we get here? Where are we going? This is good. This is good. So, the last thing I left off on in today's discussion with him is the question, he kind of poses the question, or he posits that religion's purpose is so that we have morality and a common legal code that members of society are willing to abide by. And then I'm making the argument that no, religion is not a prerequisite for morality. And as my evidence, I contributed the Boy Scouts slogan, oath, and motto. It's a structure. You have a structure that exists. You've got certain principles that people inside of the in-group are bound by. And yeah, the Boy Scouts, they do say, serve God and my country. But, you know, the whole issue of God, like he brought up, well, you know, you guys' currency notes, your currency all says in God we trust. But then I brought up that I think that's a more recent addition. It wasn't in the founding of the U.S. It came up later. Well, I could be wrong. I just swear I've seen that before in a credible source. So I brought it up. Anyways, before I get to the whole debate, here we go. Heart rate is really, really comfortable right now, and allow me to set this scene. Wait. You know what I like about this scene? I like that more pixels are devoted, just like showing this area. Otherwise it's all small. This looks a lot better. I like it. Fewer wasted pixels, more action. I'm gonna give a moment for everything to get caught up here. And for folks to be present again in the chat. Very strange. Chris, like, I see your message on my phone, but I don't see it in Restream yet. Anyhow, how much got lost there? Well, it takes a while to pop up, that's why. That's part of the problem. Time just ran out. I know on my end that I performed one set of the pull-ups. I banged out 9, and I was starting to talk about religion again because it was my rest time, and then I turned around after setting the timer, I looked at the screen, and it was frozen. I need to get to the bottom of this. Well, shit, I hate when it misses the pull-ups. Okay. I'm gonna be calm. Take a deep breath.
Switched my mic. Flawless. Alright, so up where we left off. Can't turn back the clock. But I'm gonna go for this 22.5 pounds again. Pull up. Probably get less than I did the first time. I counted 9 reps. I'd be very, very lucky to get 9 reps here. For 3 minutes rest. Alright, 5. Hey Siri. Timer, 3 minutes. Dropping the weight down by 5 pounds. Counted 5 reps. On the bright side, everything is moving properly. Okay. I'm gonna be a good streamer. Damn it. It's part of what I do. I'm gonna go back over through logs now. Figure out what it was that I missed. Because, Chris, I saw your comment. You'd rather people just be good to one another without the threat going to hell, the bad place, looming overhead. And that'd be nice. We could all just get along together. Okay. I mean, it seems like I got caught up. Saw a magenta blade show up, and then I asked, shit, the crash, and there were roughly 2.5 minutes between the time that magenta blade showed up when I said shit. System instability bothers me. Right now I'm on Windows 10 64-bit, Windows 10 Professional 64-bit, and what I might do is just move to the. They have a different build that's made for clients that are supposed to have 24/7 uptime. Patches get pushed out to this build really, really slowly, really infrequently. Like a long-term support build. So for like production projects, you might use it for an ATM, for instance. So I might move over to that build because this bothers me. I mean, it really, really bothers me that my computer, this thing's supposed to be a workhorse. I mean, it's an old workhorse. She's an old girl, but can't be like this. Second time that this has happened while streaming. I thought it was potentially a driver conflict involving the digital output on the board, but I reverted to the old driver for this most recent Windows 10 creators update. Still doing it. So there may be more conflicts. I don't. Gotta dig deeper. Okay. Time is up. Okay. Moving on ahead. Third set of pull-ups. First one at 17.5 pounds, down from 22.5. Let's see if I can get more than 5. Roughly 5. Whatever. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Timer, 3 minutes. Thank you, thank you. Chris. I don't know what's up with pull-ups, the weighted pull-ups. Because I was looking over my notes on working weight. I was doing 5x5 with just over 40 pounds a few years ago. When the very first time I got consistent about this. I've yet to work my way up to anything remotely close to that. Maybe because it was just 5 sets of 5. I don't know. I've been doing this at this like as many reps as possible drop sets for some time. At least a few weeks. Might be time to shake it up a bit. First though, time to hydrate. Two, four. Do I weigh more? No, I don't. But of course, I haven't been consistent for all those years. I've stepped on the wagon, and then I've taken extended trips through the wilderness, and then come back to it a few times. So each time it's like a rebirth, which is terrible. So much additional effort to go from 0 to something than it is to just coast along. Momentum. But my weight's it hovers around this range. Plus minus 8 pounds. Eventually, I'm going to work my way up to like 165. Because I want to see what it would look like. Like a lean 165 at my height. Okay. £12.5 now. This is the 4th set. Pull-ups. And here we go. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Whoa, Siri. Hey Siri. Siri. Hey. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Timer, 3 minutes. Oh my. Timer, 3 minutes. Okay. I have no idea what just happened. Chris today, 141.4 pounds. How tall are you? Mrs. Mac? Yeah. Hardly played the video games. Got that poster up. I might graduate from what I'm doing now to just straight working out in my underwear. But it's going to be a while before I make that leap. I don't know. I mean, just the exercise, I think, in general is a good thing. The streaming keeps me honest. So I'm going to do it. I'm already invested. Well, I mean, I'm just reading the response that I get, you know, not necessarily out of Twitch chat, mind you, but through my other efforts, and just looking at the feedback that the market has to offer, the broader market. Of course, chat's opinion is very valuable to me as well, unless it's just straight trolling. Depending on my mood, I might play a little bit. Yeah, you know, like instead of shorts, I could do compression shorts, you know, or like the boxer brief. I don't know about the regular briefs. Then I'd have to worry about the, what is this called? Grooming the so-called bikini region. I don't know. It's a lot of work. I feel for women who have to deal with that. Or who choose to. IO technology. Or do this. Okay, 7.5 pounds. 5th and final set of pull-ups. Been dropping the weight fast. This is hardly anything, right? Be able to knock out a little bit more. Let me try to keep the rest really short. Just maintain time under tension. Alright, that helps a bit. But my form also starts to look a little sloppier. Bastard. me put this up. Adjust these scenes a little bit. Maybe not, actually. This scene will work. G700 battery level 25%. No, Ron, you should encourage Ron to come hang out too. Plus, we can just be friends. I'm a friendly guy. But Thong, I don't know. I was reading over Twitch's code of conduct for broadcasters and community members. In fact, I should report that bloke that came in here earlier, telling me to go make iPhones. Motherfucker, I graduated from making iPhones. Now I stream. I beg for tips. I beg for people to buy me socks. Yeah, but seriously, I think Thong falls under too sexual. Whereas Boxer Brief is pretty tame, Like, yeah, it keeps everything nice and intact, but at the same time, it's not like... It'd be one thing to stream whilst wearing a strap-on dildo. It'd be another matter to just stream wearing black undies. Very different. One's a highly sexualized thing. So just a little food for thought. In any event, I submitted a ticket over to Twitch asking, I copy-paste that little section of the code of conduct. I ask, I'm seeking clarification here. What do you mean? How sexualized is too sexualized? We'll see. See if there's any response from the helpful staff at Twitch. Gotta check this here. Oh, look at this. What a tight, safe area. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. I count 8. Which is not great. I think it's high time to start switching this one up. Hey, actually, I take that back. I've got this supplement coming in. That free trial I was talking about last time. I'll share it when I have a referral link or something. Talk about it when it gets here. But the free trial, it's just like you pay shipping, you get the bottle. So I figured it's really low commitment. Give it a go. And if it's good, then I'll shoot them an application, show my web presence. I maintain more than just Yeti Eater. Yeti Eater just happens to be the one that's most public right now. Let me get caught up. Excuse me. What if your girlfriend's got partnered for a pole dancing stream? Half of Twitch has tits hanging out, so it's tough. And yes, it is an asset. Get Dewey and Mario in here. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, Raymond. Oh, beast. I'm kind of like a puppy dog. I don't know what I'll grow up into, though. Maybe a bear. Plus, remember, half of it's in the lighting. And I probably Photoshop everything. This type of thing, like the whole streaming of myself exercising, to me is very natural. I guess I've always been a bit of an exhibitionist. Like from the time I was in high school. No dick pics, though. Sorry. See? Just a puppy. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Timer, 2 minutes. So, things to play around with here. This one's gonna have to be played with soon. Rest interval. Duration of rest interval. Especially as the weights start getting heavy. It's gonna take longer for my heart rate to come back down. I'm not talking about this accessory shit. I mean main lifts. It's gonna take... right now I'm setting rest intervals at 2 minutes. Some people say, it's too long, it's too long. Dude, I'm giving it what I've got. Like, that's 5 reps, and I'm very close to the point where these are actual 5 rep maxes. Like, that's almost 100% effort. Again, not talking about this shit. Not talking about bench, even. Squat is getting close. Deadlift's close. So you gotta start playing with the variables a bit. It's coming up. I mean, it only took 50 sessions. I have to start experimenting. Thanks for breaking the Asian guy stereotype. Let me drift over here.
You're quite welcome. I'm doing what I can to represent myself in a positive light. Try not to take myself too seriously. And, you know, just show face. You should have seen the first part of my streaming career. Shut-in gamer. But, you know, I'm gonna go venture out of my cave eventually and go into the real world and shoot some more interesting content. Hey, Young Clark! Young Clark! Oh my god. I was looking for you, dude. Let me get back over to the scene.
Young Clark. I know that you come and watch on Periscope. I think I'm gonna go Twitch only soon. I was gonna come and hunt you down, but consider this me hunting you down. Change this around real quick. So, your question, have you gotten any bigger since you started? My weight's up a bit, just a little bit. I was hardly eating in Yeti Eater version 1. I would have a cup of coffee in the morning, maybe some oats. If I was feeling I was, you know, having a good day, I'd have some oats. And then I would just, you know, fucks around with my content, play my video games, do all that shit. And that was pretty much it. That was routine, you know. And then late at night, after I was feeling exhausted from standing on my 2 feet playing video games, I'd hop in my car with my little dog. My apologies, those who think I've eaten the little fucker. He's still alive. I'll have to show him off in a moment. we drive down to Jack in the Box or Burger King or whatever joint I had coupons for and do the BOGO deal. I come back home, maybe watch some Netflix, go through my content from the day, eat those 2 burgers, brush my teeth, floss if I was feeling good. Flossing is very important. Very important. Don't neglect your teeth. And then sleep and repeat. And there was a particularly bad, low point during that time where Jack in the Box was printing out coupons on the back of the receipt. Oh, shit. It was Jack in the Box every single fucking night for a month. Got sick of it. The other day, I went down there and I tried their ribeye burger. Not good. After eating Whole Foods for a while, the occasional junk food, yeah, I mean, I like it because it's salty, it's fatty, it's easy. I'm a lazy man. So I'm gonna eat whatever I can get my hands on sometimes. But yeah, I'm living a hell of a lot better right now. Not any richer, but feel a lot better. Look at this. Maybe I can get 12 here. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. Jinx. Shall be right back. Need to get some water. I'm gonna be quiet until I read through chat and get caught up. 1 moment, please. Hi, Philly. How you doing, baby? Young Clark. Kindly Google Yeti Eater. Come by YetiEater.com. You'll find links to my various channels. Periscope, I think, is okay, so here's the deal. Twitch got me I got the invitation to join the affiliate program. Previously, I was streaming to Mixer. Switch mics here. Previously, I was streaming to Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously. But Mixer, trolling incident happened. I got brigaded by 5 fucks. They were just like, dude, slant eyes, go home, go kill yourself, you're gay, whatever. And I trolled them back. And then these fucks, they reported my channel because of my inappropriate clothing. It's clearly against Mixer rules. It's fine. They're like, yeah, you can't do that. You got to put on some clothing. I thought about it for a moment. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. This is my home gym. If I don't feel like putting on a shirt, I'm not going to put on a fucking shirt. So I moved my content away from Mixer. Occasionally, I said, okay, I'll game sometimes. I'll just stream my gaming content to Mixer and all the other platforms. YouTube side, folks know me from Yeti Eater version 1. Pretty much nobody gives a shit that I'm exercising, although occasionally somebody will stop by and damn, you made gains. And say thank you, or say nothing, and then that's it. And I've tried engaging with the YouTube folks too. I want to engage with them deeper because YouTube's it's a very nice platform. I like it. In fact, yeah. But anyhow, Twitch is going to be home for a bit, for the foreseeable future. If the deal, it's just not working out, then it's just not going to work out. But we'll see where things go. Right now, it's a dominant platform. I'm hedging the future of Yeti Eater on it for a bit. I haven't taken the deal yet. I haven't submitted the application, but I think that time is coming soon, really soon. The other day, I went out and shot some video because I was out skating. And I was just talking to the YouTube folks. I'm going to throw up a video on that channel. Just tell them, yeah, if you want to watch, you're welcome to come by the Twitch channel. But this channel is going to slow down a little bit. Not slow down, excuse me, I take that back. The content is going to be tighter. It's got to be tighter because
Man, people's attention spans are very short. You know, look at that. Things moving around all over the place. We're talking like cuts every 2 to 3 seconds. Right? You watch movie trailers these days, like the Ready Player One the other day. Count it. 2 to 3 second cuts, man. It's crazy. Nobody's got time for anything.
All right, a little long-winded of a response there, but hey. Billy, I got you. Take off your pant. There. Slowly coming in, dude. Slowly but surely, this shit's coming in. I realized with this too that I should vary the grip, not just this really close one. Okay. I got one more set of this to go through. Hey Siri. Timer 2 minutes. Sorry, I was running my mouth pretty fast back there. Sometimes I do that. And sometimes I'll take on the whole podcast, radio deal. Or if you're like me, you want to speed that shit up a time and a quarter, time and a half. 1 moment, please. I want to get caught up here. I don't want to see his egg roll. Hungry. Eat a tan, Alex? He had. Okay. Billy, I'll miss you. Oh my god. Thanks for dropping by. I know work's busy. Work keeps you busy. I gotta get busy too with my real world ambitions. Otherwise they're gonna remain that. Ambitions. Action. A little less conversation and a little more action. Please. He blows a kiss. Time's up. Okay. So I spoke briefly about varying grips. I feel like this. Oh my god. I feel like it forces the elbows to remain in that loaded state, so it's better for isolation. I'll have to play with that more. And again, I'll have to play around with all this stuff. There's still a lot that's on the chopping block. Okay. Away with these weights. Who needs weights? Weights are only for people who want to get big and bulky. Right? If my idea If the ideal male physique lies in Brad Pitt from Fight Club, what then? I do. This is strictly hypothetical, mind you. You know, I think that lean, mean look is a good one. Scrappy. Talked a bit about commitment keys before. On a previous session. So, no rehash, no regurgitation out of me. If I'm not careful, maybe you'll see regurgitation. It's actually warm enough. Let me read off the temperature. Oh, 66 degrees Fahrenheit indoors. I'm gonna say it's warm enough I actually want to turn on the fan today. Told you, beautiful day. Right. $156. Okay, here we go. The last portion of today's program is focused on something I think I desperately need. It's the targeted abdominal work. I'm just lazy. That's the truth. Here we go. Starting to have a tough time. Whew. So one thing about the straps I don't like. Cut off circulation. Hey Siri. Fuck it, no timer. Leave me alone. Thank you, Mrs. Mac. Thank you. It's fun looking at chat. Pretty entertaining times here. What I really need is more excuses to get outside while the sun is out. Besides just walking the dog in the morning. Like, the reason why it looks like I need such a bad tan. I mean, first of all, it's just I don't know. I think it's a consequence of the time I grew up in. but I've always felt more comfortable when my shorts strike somewhere like mid kneecap, like this. And if they ride up any higher, I start to feel a little self-conscious. Oh. But then, like back in the 80s, the shit was like way up here, right here. This shit was considered normal. Just go around like this, like mid-thigh. And today you do this, and it's just like, what the fuck? So, yeah, like a good portion of me doesn't ever see sun. And people here are also, they're very strange. At least in the suburbs. Wrote about this. There was, like I walk around with my dog without my shirt on, especially during these warmer months here. 2 times I've had people like outright say something. One time it was this man, he's playing catch with his daughter. He sees me, like I'm still pretty far off, you know, a very respectful distance. I'm just walking the fucking dog, and then he gets this, he like gathers his daughter. Come on, let's go. We're going back home. Oh, gotta avoid this guy. So as they're turning and going back home, he turns around and shouts at me. He says like, "Put a shirt on, you freak." I was a little taken aback. Very vocal man. But I kind of like brushed it off, and I laughed it off. I was like, dude, are you trying to be defensive of your daughter? What is it? I mean, she's a little girl. I have no interest in a little. I'm a sick fuck. But beyond that, like, what are you doing here? Like, you take her to the grocery store, she's gonna see highly sexualized forms of like men and women both. Men's magazines, women's magazines. Like, it's fucking bikini models on the front cover. All I'm showing is a torso. I'm not walking around in a thong. G-string. No? I think it's just a product of being in a more conservative region. You go to Austin, and this old man, old Louisiana guy, he's telling me there's a place called Hippie Hollow. People go nude, skinny, like they'll go nude swimming, and just like it's a beach, you know, like a restaurant and stuff. And apparently, like he's a guy that grew up during the 70s, 60s, 70s, so it's different times, hippie era. Sometimes I feel like an old soul. We're just more libertarian than most. So I didn't say liberal. Socially liberal. Fiscally conservative. Sometimes. Whew. The older I get. I'm telling you, I need this targeted work. These little guys, they lack the endurance. What is this? Where are you guys coming from? I mean, thank you for the flattering remarks, but I'm pretty realistic about this. Oh, my physique. I look okay naked right now, but I got a long way to go before just holy fuck. But yeah, that's goal is to get to the point where it's just like, I will pay to take your photo. Okay. Hey, D Pete. D Pete 016. My friend. How are you today? Welcome back from the gym. Thank you for dropping by. I'm interesting. What are you up to next? Thank you, kind sir. I intend to be here. I intend to give it my best. The results will come. At this point, I'm like half a year in with kind of okay nutrition. Nothing crazy. Trembolone vape. No, just nicotine. I still haven't decided fully what my relationship with nicotine is going to be. The one thing that I know for sure, nicotine withdrawals suck, but I think it's something that I need to get accustomed to. I don't do stupid shit when I run out of juice. Like I need to periodically starve my brain of nicotine and its metabolites. Oh my god, still so fucked. Wait a while longer. Just. Yes, Moki TV. Natty. Like I said, man. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Just been. I started at 0 about 6 months ago now. Just about 6 months ago. And I've been doing linear progression. I've still got a way to go before I hit my personal bests. Those PBs were set a long time ago. Long in my world being like 4 years. It's the 7th of my life, you know. 4 years now? Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. So still a way to go. Still got some mileage left in me. You're new here, so I'll show you what's next on my end. After the going gets tough, I've got a couple of things to help. I've got the squat shoes. These I haven't used in a good long while. It's been a year and a half since I last put them on. And I've got the wrist wraps. Both of these things will help. One piece of equipment that I lack right now is a belt. I had a belt. But it's now property of Princeton Powerlifting. Short story, long story, you know, it's there now. That last question is really interesting. I'm going to ponder it. I'm going to visualize it right now. Not getting my legs up. I'm wrecked. I'm wrecked. But I did what I set out to do today. Check marks. Let's see. Look at the record. The main lifts both go up for next time. Accessory work is accessory work. Nothing to sweat it. I'm gonna transition the scene back over to our large safe area. Some reps. Oh, I don't think I look aggressive. Do I? I think I look very friendly. And kind of unassuming. Here, look. Take this off. Let me switch. Let me switch. Don't skip the leg day, says Smokey. It's fine, I don't. Rack facing. See? I think I look pretty friendly. As for leg day, large safe area, I'll make that tight. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see. I have still not figured out anything about posing. But they're starting to come in a bit. Trying to build up some strength in the legs. Like I said, I still know shit. Eventually I'll figure this out. Still too early. Too early to be worrying about how it presents, I think. But, as I've said before, I would like to pick up a posing routine of some flavor. I'm open to suggestions. If I don't get any suggestions, I'll just go on my friend's Instagram profile. He's a personal trainer. A lot of guys. I don't have money to pay him, but I can see what he puts his people learn. Like I said, lazy guy here. I'm going to terminate my local recording at this point. So, if you're watching after the live broadcast, this is it. I'm going to bid you farewell for now. Next time is going to be... What day is it? Next time I'll go live is on Wednesday. Moving up on squats. I think I'm still at the same 95 pounds overhead press. Deadlift, going to reattempt 295. It's going to be number 2. Some other stuff. On the live side, I'll stick around for a little bit, answer any questions you may have.